What if I told you that the man who made Starbucks a global empire grew up in poverty? That before the billions, before the coffee empire, Howard Schultz was just a kid from a poor neighborhood, watching his family struggle to survive. This is the story of resilience, vision, and the power of never giving up. Howard Schultz was born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in a cramped apartment in a housing complex for low-income families. His father, Fred Schultz, worked low-paying jobs, truck driver, factory worker, barely making ends meet. And when Howard was just 7 years old, his father slipped on ice and broke his leg. Without health insurance or job security, the family had nothing. Watching his father struggle left a mark on Howard. He vowed that one day, he would build something where people were treated with dignity and respect. But first, he needed a way out of poverty. And football became his ticket. Howard's talent in football earned him a scholarship to college. He was the first in his family to go. But once he got there, reality hit. He wasn't destined for the NFL. He worked odd jobs, including selling blood, just to afford food. But even in struggle, he never stopped dreaming big. After graduating, Howard started working in sales. He landed a job at a small coffee company called Starbucks, which, at the time, only had a few stores selling coffee beans, not drinks. But when he visited Italy, everything changed. In Italy, Howard saw something magical. Coffee wasn't just a drink. It was an experience. A moment of connection, of culture, of warmth. He knew that this was the future. Excited, he rushed back to Starbucks with a vision, to transform it into a place where people could gather, where coffee wasn't just sold, but enjoyed. But when he shared his vision, the Starbucks owners shut him down. They didn't believe in the idea of selling coffee beverages. It was a devastating rejection. But instead of giving up, Howard made a bold decision. If they wouldn't do it, he would. Howard left Starbucks and opened his own cafe, Illinois Journal. He poured everything into it, his time, his savings, his passion. And it worked. People loved the experience, the atmosphere, the quality. His small cafe started growing. Then, something unexpected happened, an opportunity that would change his life forever. In 1987, the Starbucks owners decided to sell the company. This was Howard's chance to turn his vision into reality. But there was one problem: he didn't have enough money. Determined, he hustled. He convinced investors to believe in his dream. And finally, with $3.8 million, he bought Starbucks. But buying it was just the beginning. The real challenge was ahead. Howard transformed Starbucks. He didn't just sell coffee, he created an experience. He focused on making Starbucks a place of warmth and community. He treated his employees well, offering them healthcare and stock options, something unheard of in the food industry. Slowly, store by store, Starbucks started to grow. What started as a small coffee shop in Seattle exploded into a worldwide sensation. By the early 2000s, Starbucks had thousands of stores across the globe. Howard Schultz had taken his childhood struggles and turned them into a mission, to build something where people were valued. From a kid struggling in a Brooklyn housing complex to the CEO of a billion-dollar empire, Howard Schultz proved that where you start doesn't define where you end up. His story is a reminder that success isn't about luck, it's about vision, hard work, and the courage to never give up. So, the next time you grab a cup of coffee, remember the story behind it. A story of struggle, resilience, and a man who refused to settle for less. What's stopping you from chasing your dreams? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tales of Treasure for more inspiring stories of resilience and success. Until next time, keep believing, keep striving, and never give up.